Welcome to the 13th video of my experiment, where I'll be exploring and reviewing 200 games to find the most captivating ones. Each game will be tested for an hour to provide a detailed overview. Today, we're checking out Ancient Reborn, a strategy RPG that offers a unique blend of historical settings, character management, and strategic missions. Let's see what this game has to offer. Ancient Reborn flatters my ego simply because it's a creation of Lithuanian developers. How could I resist checking out what my fellow countrymen have crafted? Naturally, I also read the game's description, which sounds appealing and invites me to test my skills in this virtual world. Upon logging in, the first thing I notice is that I like the graphics. They're not overly bright or flashy, which is a real relief for the eyes after all those glittering, neon masterpieces. It seems the developers understood that sometimes less is more. Not everyone needs a laser show with every step. The character selection menu is also simple and clear. As soon as I start playing, I'm given all sorts of quests. I need to get a weapon, visit the market, try my luck at fishing, and so on. I feel like I've entered a medieval RPG version, where there's certainly no time to be bored. But after 5 minutes, I realize something is missing. It's like the evening just before the bar closes. Everyone's sitting quietly. No one's talking loudly. The NPCs don't make any sound. The battles are silent. There are no skill effect sounds. I try resource gathering and fishing, but still silence. It all begins to feel like a magical world where a villain has stolen all the sounds. But no, there's a soft background music playing, which might suit a light stroll in the park, but definitely not a battle with enemies. Well, maybe that's for the best. At least I won't get a heart attack from a sudden dinosaur roar. The 2D graphics and tap-to-go mechanics are also not to my liking. Perhaps I'm just spoiled and no longer capable of playing this type of game. I decide that my adventures will end here this time because without sound, even resource gathering becomes uninteresting. Despite everything, it's nice to know that our developers are no slouches. Next time, I might try another fresh game from their hands, hopefully better made. But for now, let's stick to traditions. I'll traditionally not finish the quest and will traditionally return to my favorite game, which awaits me like a loyal friend, with a warm cup of coffee and open arms. Sorry, Ancient Reborn, but next time I'll be fishing elsewhere. I couldn't really cover everything in just 1 hour of gameplay, so let's see what the game itself has to offer. Ancient Reborn is an online RPG game developed by a Lithuanian team, set in an ancient world where players explore, battle monsters, gather resources, and upgrade their characters. The game emphasizes survival, strategy, and exploration. Here's a breakdown of the key aspects. Graphics and atmosphere. The game features simple but effective 2D graphics reminiscent of early online RPGs. This style appeals to those who enjoy a nostalgic, pixel art aesthetic. The atmosphere is immersive, with dark and mystical elements that effectively convey the feel of an ancient world. Gameplay. Ancient Reborn focuses on survival and exploration. Players gather resources, craft tools and weapons, fight monsters, and try to survive in a hostile environment. The game has a strong RPG element, with character leveling and skill development. Combat is straightforward but requires strategic thinking, especially when facing tougher enemies. Multiplayer functionality. The game offers a multiplayer mode, allowing players to collaborate or compete with each other. This adds depth and longevity to the game, as players can form their own communities and worlds. Content and updates. The game offers a substantial amount of content and is still actively being developed. Frequent updates and new content additions can be expected. The developers value community feedback, often reflecting player suggestions in updates. Difficulty level. Ancient Reborn can be challenging, especially for newcomers. It's not intended for players looking for a casual or easy experience. Progress requires patience and strategic thinking, making it more suitable for those who enjoy complex and deep RPGs. Ancient Reborn offers a variety of features and possibilities that cater to different playstyles and interests. Here's an overview of what players can expect in terms of gameplay opportunities. Exploration. Vast world. Players can explore a large, open world filled with diverse environments such as forests, caves, mountains, and dungeons. Each area has its own unique set of challenges, resources, and secrets to discover. Hidden treasures. The game encourages exploration by hiding valuable items, resources, and rare enemies in hard-to-reach or well-hidden locations. Survival. Resource gathering. Players must collect various resources like wood, stone, metals, and herbs. These resources are essential for crafting tools, weapons, and other survival necessities. Crafting. The crafting system allows players to create everything from basic tools to powerful weapons and armor, enabling them to survive tougher challenges as they progress. Food and shelter. Managing hunger and finding shelter are key aspects of survival. Players need to hunt, gather, and cook food, as well as build or find safe places to rest. Combat. Diverse enemies. The game features a wide range of monsters and creatures, each with unique abilities and weaknesses. Combat requires strategy and preparation, particularly against stronger foes. Skill development. As players defeat enemies, they earn experience points and can level up their characters, unlocking new skills and improving their combat abilities. Boss battles. There are challenging boss encounters that require careful planning and the use of all the resources and skills a player has developed. Character progression. Leveling system. Players can level up their characters by gaining experience from combat and completing quests. Leveling up improves stats like health, stamina, and combat effectiveness. Skill trees. The game may feature skill trees or similar systems where players can choose how to develop their characters, focusing on specific combat skills, crafting abilities, or survival tactics. Quests and storylines. Main quests. The game likely has a central storyline with main quests that guide players through the world and its lore. Side quests. Numerous side quests offer additional challenges and rewards, providing more content and opportunities to explore the world in depth. Multiplayer features. Co-op play. Players can team up with friends or other online players to tackle difficult challenges, explore together, or share resources. PvP. Player versus player. There may be opportunities for players to engage in combat against each other, adding a competitive element to the game. Guilds and alliances. Players can form or join guilds, which may offer additional social interaction, cooperative objectives, and shared resources. Customization. Character customization. Players can personalize their characters with different appearances, equipment, and possibly even unique abilities or skills. Base building. Depending on the game's features, players might be able to build and customize their own base or home, which can serve as a safe haven and resource hub. Ongoing development and community involvement. Regular updates. The game is actively developed, so players can expect new content, features, and improvements based on community feedback. Community events. There might be special in-game events or challenges that bring players together for unique rewards or experiences. Overall, Ancient Reborn offers a rich array of gameplay possibilities that can cater to both solo and multiplayer experiences. The game's blend of exploration, survival, combat, and character progression provides a deep and engaging experience for players who enjoy RPGs with a survival twist. Ancient Reborn is a game that appeals to a specific audience, and whether it's right for you depends on your gaming preferences. Here's a breakdown of who the game is suited for, and who might not enjoy it as much. Who it's for. Fans of classic RPGs. If you enjoy games with a retro, pixel art aesthetic reminiscent of early RPGs, you'll likely appreciate the style and design of Ancient Reborn. The game emphasizes character progression, skill development, and exploration, which are key elements of classic RPGs. Survival game enthusiasts. Players who enjoy survival mechanics, such as resource gathering, crafting, and managing health and hunger, will find Ancient Reborn engaging. The challenge of surviving in a hostile environment adds depth and strategy to the gameplay. Strategic thinkers. Combat and progression in Ancient Reborn requires strategic thinking and careful planning. Players who enjoy games that reward thoughtful decision-making will find this aspect appealing. Multiplayer and community-oriented. I couldn't really cover everything in just 1 hour of gameplay, so let's see what the game itself has to offer. Players. If you like co-op gameplay or enjoy forming guilds and playing with others, Ancient Reborn offers multiplayer modes that encourage teamwork and social interaction. The game's active community and ongoing development can be appealing to players who enjoy contributing feedback and being part of a game's evolution. Players who enjoy a challenge. Ancient Reborn can be challenging, especially for new players. If you're someone who enjoys overcoming difficult challenges and learning through trial and error, this game will likely resonate with you. Who it's not for: casual gamers. The game's difficulty and survival mechanics might be overwhelming for players looking for a more relaxed, easygoing experience. Those who prefer straightforward gameplay, without much resource management or strategic depth, might not enjoy Ancient Reborn. Players who prefer high-end graphics. If you prefer games with cutting-edge graphics and a highly polished, modern look, the pixel art style of Ancient Reborn might not meet your expectations. Gamers who dislike grinding. The game involves resource gathering, crafting, and leveling up, which can require a lot of time and effort. Players who dislike grinding or repetitive tasks might find this aspect of the game frustrating. Story-driven gamers. If you primarily play games for a deep, narrative-driven experience with rich storytelling, Ancient Reborn might not offer the level of narrative complexity you're looking for, as it focuses more on gameplay mechanics and exploration. Impatient players. Progression in Ancient Reborn can be slow and requires patience. Players who prefer fast-paced action or quick rewards might not find this game as satisfying. Conclusion: Ancient Reborn is best suited for players who enjoy challenging survival RPGs with strategic depth and a classic, retro aesthetic. It's an appealing choice for those who appreciate complex gameplay mechanics, community involvement, and multiplayer experiences, as well as a classic RPG atmosphere with a strong survival element. While the graphics are simple, the game compensates with depth and engaging content. It will particularly resonate with those seeking a challenge and an immersive ancient world adventure. However, it may not be the best choice for casual gamers, those seeking high-end graphics, or players who prefer fast-paced, narrative-driven games. I leave you with the gameplay to explore further, and see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates.